Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. In this week's episode of History Behind the Find, we will discuss one of Jeff's most recent finds, a countermarked Spanish 2 reals. Some experts recommend that not to use the term countermark and counterstamp as synonyms, but in different contexts. A counterstamp is applied by a die and by a machine to an existing coin, while a countermark is punched onto the coin, mostly by hand, using a punch and hammer or a primitive hand-operated machine. Often countermarks are applied by private persons, as is the case with chops, often referred to as chop marks. Counterstamped or countermarked coins exist for many reasons. The main reason why coins were countermarked in other countries were usually for a separate reason than why they did it here in America. When blank planchets of fully sized coining dies were unavailable, it was much easier to simply strike a number or symbol into an already struck coin and declare it legal tender. Coins that are counterstamped have been struck with a separate set of usually smaller dies that feature a different design. There are many reasons why coins were counterstamped, but one of the most interesting cases is when a government counterstamps foreign coins to indicate their legal tender status and denomination in its own country. This practice was used when a government was unable to strike coins of its own and foreign coins were substituted instead. Sometimes foreign coins were of a higher weight than the desired denomination, and so the weight had to be reduced. For example, in the early 19th century, Costa Rica took an American half dollars and reduced their weight by removing a circular piece of metal from the center and then counterstruck them with a star, as you can see here. These were then circulated in Costa Rica as 4 reals. In the case of Jeff's coin, and most here we see here in the US, these coins were countermarked for other reasons. The main reason was advertisement for local businesses, merchants, etc. Now in the US, foreign or gold may have also been counterstamped to signify its purity and therefore trust in our own US circulation. Some merchants or businesses would have marked a foreign or sometimes even a US coin after testing to make sure it was not a counterfeit. Countermarked or counterstamped coins are some of the most unique sub-varieties of coins, and one that many of us are proud to have found metal detecting. If only they could talk. I know Jeff is proud of his. Remember, it's not just what we find, but what we find out. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.